Funding options for your business. A lot of business owners have questions about the U.S. Small Business Administration and its role in providing funding for businesses. My name is Jane Rich, and I am a business advisor with the Northeast Indiana Small Business Development Center. In this session, we are going to help you understand the role of the U.S. Small Business Administration, or SBA, in providing credit to businesses, and you will learn about two primary programs administered by the SBA. Finally, we want you to discover how these programs may impact your funding needs. The Small Business Administration was created by Congress back in 1953. Its role was to provide aid, counseling, assistance, and protection relating to the interests of small businesses, to preserve free competitive enterprise, and to maintain and strengthen the overall economy of the nation. What does the SBA do? It provides financial assistance by partnering with banks and other regulated lenders. It provides technical assistance through offering financial support and resources to organizations like the Small Business Development Center Network. It provides contracting assistance to minority and women-owned firms and disaster assistance and recovery. What doesn't the SBA do? The SBA does not lend money directly to businesses. It also does not provide grants directly to businesses. Funding directly from the government typically flows through to not-for-profit agencies and other resources that provide services to businesses. There are no grants available from the SBA that go directly to support business operations. What kinds of financial assistance then does the SBA offer? The SBA provides two primary guarantee programs. The first guarantees loans made by banks and other regulated lenders under the 7A Guaranteed Loan Program. It also provides guarantees to loans made by Certified Development Companies, or CDCs, under what's called the 504 Loan Program. Both of these programs will be discussed in more detail. First, the SBA 7A Guaranteed Loan Program has the following highlights. Businesses apply to a bank or another regulated lender for a business loan. Other regulated lenders include savings and loans, credit unions, and other businesses that have been approved or authorized by the SBA to offer loans with a guarantee. The bank or other lender, once you submit a loan to them, then submits an application for a guarantee to the SBA. The application that is submitted is completed by both the borrower and the bank. The SBA makes a separate and independent decision whether or not it will guarantee that loan. This guarantee can be up to 90% of the amount borrowed by the business. Typically, guarantees range from 75 to 85%, but on occasion, the SBA does offer higher guarantee percentages. Most recently, the Economic Stimulus Plan included a 90% guarantee by the SBA to the bank. Also, at present, but subject to change, there is no fee paid by the borrower to the bank for the guarantee. The bank does pay the federal government a fee for the guarantee, but they are not allowed to pass that fee along to the borrower. Occasionally, the SBA does change this based on economic conditions and may require that a fee be paid by the borrower as well. If that is the case, the amount of the fee can be added to the amount borrowed. By obtaining an SBA guarantee, a bank can be more flexible in approving a loan, structuring the loan, or offering repayment terms. They may be able to allow longer payback because of the guarantee that than they would have done otherwise, or they may be a little more flexible in how it's structured or how much is loaned. repayment of the loan by the borrower is made to the bank. The SBA's guarantee is one of deficiency. What that means, if the business can't repay the loan, the bank has to liquidate or collect payback from the borrower through the assets that they have taken as collateral in the business. Then, if there is a balance remaining unpaid, they submit that to the SBA for the SBA then to pay its guarantee. Interest rates and repayment terms for the loan are negotiated between the bank and the borrower, and the SBA does have maximum rates that a bank can charge borrowers depending on how much is borrowed. You can borrow under an SBA guaranteed loan for a variety of reasons, including working capital, equipment purchases, real estate purchases, and startup businesses can receive additional support for the beginning operations. Permanent working capital can also be financed under the SBA loan guarantee program. And permanent working capital, again, is the amount of money that's being invested to create the infrastructure within the business that can help support its continued growth. There are eligibility requirements for SBA guaranteed loans. Businesses must be considered eligible to obtain financing. Businesses have to meet the federal definition of a small business, which is based on the type of industry that it's involved in, but in most general terms means that there are fewer than 500 employees. Businesses do have to show that they have an ability to repay the debt. Money cannot be guaranteed without identifying a repayment source, again, through ongoing cash flow, sale of a business asset, or a predefined repayment source through another loan in the future. If you need additional information, visit the SBA's website at www.sba.gov. There are many details about the eligibility requirements and different types of requirements based on type of industry that the business is involved in. If you have any additional questions about getting ready to apply for a loan, please feel free to contact me. Again, it's Jane Rich, Business Advisor with the Northeast Indiana Small Business Development Center, and our office number is 260-481-0500, and my email address is jrich@isbdc.org.